What is the perfect bedtime for an 11-month-old is the next question I wanted to answer. Um, Perfect is hard to say for sure because I don't know all the details about your child. So I'll just give a general answer. Um, just as is the case for us as adults, a perfect bedtime for you may not also be the perfect bedtime for me. So there's, of course, going to be room for individuality. But if I had to give you a general answer, I would say that at 11 months, I'm assuming your child's taking 2 naps a day, which most of them are. I like to see your child asleep for bedtime, not like heading up, being in the midst of the process. No later than 7:30 in the vast majority of cases. Some need a good bit earlier, 6:30 or 7. And where within that range they're going to need to fall depends on who they are and how their internal clock is programmed, and then even more so probably excuse me, where the second nap ends. So a lot of them need to be back to sleep for bedtime within 4 hours of when nap 2 ends. Some can do a little bit more, particularly if soon they may be approaching, the transition to one nap, and maybe this won't hold true so much. But if I had to take an educated guess, I would say between 6:30 and 7:30 and within 4 hours of the end of naps. So let's say naps end at 2:30, your child may need to be on the earlier end of that range. But if naps are solid and end at 3:30, maybe they can handle a 7:30 bedtime. Another way to know if bedtime is perfect or ideal, if we don't want to use the word perfect, because let's be real, we can't get perfect all the time. Um, your goal really is to not necessarily be perfect. I would cut yourself some slack on that, and just make bedtime like good enough, often enough that it won't cause any problems. And if you have a typical child or a very flexible child, that's going to be good enough. I have a really sensitive one, and that was never good enough. But most of us aren't as blessed as I was in the non-flexible category. But another way to know if your bedtime is in an ideal spot is just how's it going for you. If bedtime is easy and smooth and your child sleeps really soundly throughout the night, then honestly, you have your answer right there. You probably have nothing to worry about. So thanks for the question, and hopefully that helps.